hurrah right there, my last little run at it, you know. But it was also like a let me see what happens type of feeling. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
I'm gonna just make what I want to make. It was like real like defiant. You know, it was exactly what I wanted to do at the time. And I was actually kind of negotiating a situation with a bigger label at the time before the project was even made. But they wanted me to wait a bunch of months and record it in their studio over their producer's beat, you know, and then give it to this guy on their team so he could shop it to these guys and a bunch of blah, blah, blah shit. And it was mad hands in the pot.
Right.
So what I did was I curated my own artwork. I found my own production. I paid for the recording costs out of my own pocket. And I just presented them with a done project. Boom, here it is.
Right.
They took it and, you know, shopped it to whoever, whatever. And I was like, well, in the meantime, I'm not going to sit around. I'm going to put it out.
Exactly.
So I put it on Bandcamp. I put it in the places where I knew I could put it. You know what I mean? It wasn't streaming for a long time and nothing like that. I just put it out there.
Right.
And the response was super overwhelming. People was really fucking with it. So I was like, all right, let me take another stab at this shit. Then here comes Too Foul.
Right. That's the next project. Right.
Right. So by the time I got to Too Foul, I kind of had like a chip on my shoulder because people was fucking with it, but like I still hadn't made no headway yet. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make I didn't carve out enough space for myself yet. So I came back with Too Foul shortly after that. And by that time I had linked up with Snotty and we had already started the skeleton of what was to become the Umbrella.
Right.
You know, that was the early embryo stages of the Umbrella with the original members, you know, the original rappers, shit like that. The roster changed like 3 or 4 different times to what we got now. It was dope. I was having fun with music. I had got the idea of quitting out of my mind. I was like, I'm not quitting shit. I'm gonna just see if I can keep going.
I'm real excited about that. I want people to hear that joint for real.
And you said that's with dude from where, Canada?
Yeah, shout to my man Finn, yo. Finn out of Canada, man. Toronto to be exact.
Okay, I was about to ask you what city.
Yeah, shout to the whole Go Era BBM once again, man. Talented dudes, all of them, man. Super talented brothers. Thing is, I want to get on as much work as possible that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to make sense, though. That, if you notice, I don't just work with anybody.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
not at all.
But I try to work with people that I respect their pen and they grind, you know, and I feel like they're authentic people outside of music.
Facts.
I'll work with you.
Facts.
And I won't, you know, people like that, most of the time, I won't even put a ticket on it. You know what I mean? I'll just do it if it makes sense for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if it's business is business, because at the end of the day, I'm feeding my family off this shit too. So, I got an EP with Mickey Diamonds called Sting versus Flair coming out.
Yes, okay. Yes, I know about that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just gonna be fire. We're done with that. It's just sitting in the cut. Soul Foul with Mickey's wife, Mallory Knox. She did all the production on there. I'm like, damn near, I gotta do like maybe 1 or 2 more songs for that joint.
I was doing bad shit, I got a new print. Had it thrown with my last shit, I got a new bitch.
When I put on DIRTWAVE Volume 1, I immediately recognized that Pro and Future Wave were building something profound. This would be the perfect soundtracks if Mad Max took place anywhere in the United States. This felt like I was walking down the New York State Thruway, passing abandoned vehicles. The energy behind this project is dark, and Future Wave provided the sonics to maintain that energy. Pro Dillinger brings nothing but fire and pain when the lyrics are being conveyed. This is hands down a no-skip project. There's features from Danielson, Blaquito, and an Umbrella 19 affiliate, Snotty. Each feature fit perfectly on the song they were showcased in. Nothing felt out of place. My favorite tracks off this project is Magic, No Loyalty, Flower, and Back Home. Like I said earlier, this project is a no-skip project, but those 4 songs were the standouts to me.
Friend could be your enemy. Put in work, so we broke the tools. You know the rules. I'm a problem with the.
When I tapped into Volume 2, I knew what to expect, but I still wasn't ready for the barrage of rage and vitriol being spit on these beats. Pro and Futurewave came back with the sequel, Volume 2, and they didn't hold back. The chemistry was a lot stronger with this project. It's almost as if Futurewave started crafting beats specifically for Pro. The production and the rhymes being spit on it was what some would call a match made in heaven. Some of the features on this project were Bub Styles, Chubbs, Shotty, and one of my favorite underground MCs, E2. Honorable Activities is definitely one of the standouts on yet another no-skip project. Pro and E2 style complement each other well, so the feature didn't feel out of place. If I'm being honest, none of the features on this project were out of place. Nothing felt forced, and it fit the overall project as a whole. My favorite tracks on this no-skip project are Heavy Heart, Honorable Activities featuring E2, and Bigger Picture.
Was wrestling, this my theme song. My little nigga shooting got bodies like he King Von. I been getting money.
Volume 3 is where all the pieces come together. While I was listening to this project, I immediately heard how much the chemistry between Pro and Futurewave improved. I can be wrong, but I can almost guarantee that Futurewave crafted these beats specifically for Pro. The chemistry between these two can't be denied, and DIRTWAVE 3 thrives because of it. From the excitement surrounding the project before its release, to the love I've seen the project receiving from different platforms, the third installment showcases exactly why Pro Dillinger should be in your rotation of music. Futurewave continues to bring the heat with the production, and Pro continues to bring the pain through the bars. I can't emphasize enough how much I enjoyed this project. Fan of the series for sure, but DIRTWAVE 3 is my personal favorite. No skips, and like I said, I personally hear the growth in their music. Once again, the features on this project doesn't feel out of place at all. You have the Umbrella affiliates Snotty and Big Trip, then you have Estee Knack and Danielson as the features. My favorite tracks off this No Skip project are King, Church Street, Fentanyl, and Old Lungs.
You decide if it's worth it or not. My money more than straight, so I decide if I'm working or not. Lost some good people.
I truly hope you enjoyed this special presentation. Salute to my guy Pro Dillinger, and salute to Futurewave. You gave us some great projects, and I look forward to hearing what you have in store. If you guys are watching this and haven't tapped into the DIRTWAVE series yet, please be sure to do so now. I'll have the links for each project in the description box on YouTube. If you made it this far, please do me a favor and hit the like button. Leave a comment with some feedback and share with other fans that rock with Pro Dillinger and Futurewave. Thanks for watching the video.